Hello, Leo, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your relationship reading for May 22nd through May 31st. I have meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. As always, though, I will shuffle live. And during meditation, Spirit showed me an oscillating fan. And to me, the very first thing that came to mind was the fact that you're stuck between a choice that needs to be made. Maybe you only think there are two options. Maybe there's another approach or answer that you have yet considered. The energy I connected with was one of someone who's undecided. It's like you're juggling ideas or juggling thoughts, going back and forth with this oscillating fan, or like this oscillating fan. So maybe, maybe ask yourself the question, have you considered all options? Is there something more that you can think of other than these two choices? Okay. Let's see. Your first oracle card is balance. May you find equilibrium in motion. That's what I'm talking about. It's like this oscillating fan. It's like you feel like there's movement, right? But at the same time, there really isn't any movement. You're just going back and forth, when you really just want to move forward. All right. This is asking you to find your balance. Find your balance. Sometimes you have to take a step back and regroup to find your balance. Maybe instead of keep going back and forth with these two options, this is something that you need to take a step back, stop thinking about it, go do something else altogether different so that the answer can come to you. We have the words retreat. Yep. Go do something other than what you're doing. It's time to disconnect from, this situation or even the world, because maybe, your person isn't the problem. Maybe it's the way you think about it. Maybe it's those other people around you that might be snickering or might be saying something in regards to the situation. So disconnect completely so that you're able to find your balance. What are your thoughts about the relationship? Not necessarily your partner's thoughts, not necessarily those around you who might love you, and, wish you well, but maybe it's their preconceived notions of what a relationship should look like. They might get in the way, or their past ideas of what it looks like. That a lot of times our own thoughts are our history and how we have gone through life, and our parents' way of living and what they've given down to us, and and all the ancestors junk that has been passed on to us. That becomes what we think. But what we and it gets jumbled up with our own thoughts, and sometimes it's very difficult to distinguish between our own thoughts and that belongs to other people. All right. All right, we have the King of Wands, Three of Wands, the Devil, and the Empress. This is asking you to be decisive. And I feel like once you do take this retreat and some time out to disconnect, and when I say retreat, I'm not necessarily mean, like go on, an actual retreat. take a long weekend. Go on a staycation where you disconnect your phone, you disconnect, the outside world, the phone, all electronics, and just kind of be with yourself. Connect with you so that you are able to decide what's best for you. This is asking you to choose you. Take a step back so that you can choose what is best for you according to you, not according to others. I do see that you are forward planning. You are choosing to be happy. You're choosing to experience life according to your own specific needs, not according to somebody else. So let's say, for instance, you are in a relationship, and it's a wonderful relationship. There's nothing wrong with this person. Let's say, you really don't want to be tethered down. You want to maybe travel more. And if you want to travel more, then maybe this is saying, do you want to stay in this relationship? Could this relationship work if you're really wanting to travel more? I'm not saying that that's your situation. I'm just saying that could be a situation, So take it how it resonates. It doesn't necessarily mean that this has to do with, a bad person or a good person. It just has to do with your inner emotions and how you feel about relationships. Maybe, people are expecting you to get married, or be tied down and be in a relationship. Like, when are you going to get married? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? When are you going to have children? And you're like, I don't want any of that, but, the outside world kind of tells us we have to, at a certain age, you have to do this, blah, 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 kind of things like that. And it seems to me like you want to do things that really make you happy. And not that a relationship doesn't make you happy, it's just that other things make you happier, Then we have the devil, which I don't consider it to be bad in this particular instance. What I'm actually getting is the fact that by not doing the things that lift you up, and by doing the things that other people's want you to do, that lowers your spirits. I'm really getting the sense that you don't want to be chained down. It's really what I'm getting. I'm getting the sense that you just do not want to be chained down. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's who you are and that's what makes you happy, go do that. And then with this Empress card, I'm really getting the sense that you just want to, it's almost like you just want to experience so many different things. It's like the more you go out and go do things, the more you feel fulfilled, the more it's like, what am I trying to say here? It's like experiences give you breath. It gives you hope. It gives you inspiration. It gives you meaning. It gives you breath. Experiences give you breath. That's what I'm getting here with this Empress. Never gotten that with an Empress, with the Empress before, but that's what I got. Six of Pentacles, the World card, Knight of Cups, and Knight of Swords. Wow. Listen. Once you find your balance and find out what works best for you, that is where opportunities lie. That is where you feel the most enriched. That's what I'm getting here. And I'm seeing that with this World card. Remember, I was getting travel. I'm seeing you wanting to experience more than what you are currently experiencing. And believe it or not, that is what brings you love. The love that satisfies you. Not just the love of experiences, but the kind of person that, whether you're looking for somebody or not, it's going to either give you the kind of love that you deserve and want, but the love that you aspire to have, not what somebody else wants for you. But what I'm seeing here, by traveling, not only do you experience joy, and because you're doing all of these things, your energies, you become vibrant, you become this empress, you're so energetic, you're so stunning, and you get the kind of love that really feeds your soul, whether it's just by experiences or in the form of an actual person that loves the things that you love and is willing to do the things that you do and wants to do the things that you do or is doing the things that you do. And because of that, there's a bond that happens here. And I love that because there is truth here. When there is truth between this, a connection, and you are able to speak your truth, and you're no longer having to bear the weight of somebody else's needs, you become stress-free, you become anxiety-free. And I'm seeing here that there's movement, emotional satisfaction. I really like this. All right, we have Scarab Beetle and White Raven. Scarab Beetle reads, magic works through you, and White Raven reads, trust in the magic. Listen, we have the word magic twice. I'm very surprised we don't have the magician here. But the moment you choose to do what makes you the happiest, that is when magic happens. That is when magic happens. And you have to trust it. You have to trust it. Trust your choice. And trust that it's going to lead you to where you need to go. Sometimes it's not exactly what we are thinking it's going to be. Sometimes it's far better. Okay? All right, we have the 2 of Coins, 2 of Cups, and 5 of Swords. Yes, 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 yes. I told you. I feel like once you make the decision, and I feel like you already know what the decision is, but you just have to find that balance, right? If you're stuck between 2 different ideas with this oscillating fan, stop thinking about those 2 things. All right, stop thinking about those 2 things. Think outside the box is what I'm getting here with this 2 of Coins. Because I feel like you keep going back and forth, and you just stop thinking about it. Think outside the box. And I feel like once you choose that, which we've already discussed, I don't want to repeat. I'm telling you, you find that connection to your soul. And not only that, not only do you find the connection to your soul, you find an actual soul connection. I'm getting both from the 2 of Cups here. I really love this. And then we have the 5 of Swords here. And to me, in this particular deck, this particular 5 of this 5 of Swords reminds me of the 6 of Wands, where it's a victory, because it's like you have a higher perspective of things, because you're doing something differently. You're doing things, normally it's about strategy, but what I'm really getting here, it's like you're doing things your own way. It's like you have a playbook of what other people are expecting you to do, and you're like, okay, because you're expecting me to do that, I'm actually going to do this. And then nobody expects it. And because you do that number one, that's going to be your answer. Whatever that is, that's what's going to allow you to give you your answer. You're going to do the unexpected is really what I'm trying to spit out here. And I really said it in a very long, complicated version here. But really what it comes down to is that you're going to do things unexpectedly. And people aren't going to see this coming. But because you do that, that's what brings in the magic. I really like this. Congratulations, you guys. All right, that is what I have for you, my darling Leo. If this did resonate, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If it did not, go ahead and listen to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, specifically your rising and Venus, if you choose to do so. All right, my dear ones, until we meet again. Bye.